Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel called Silas Omolo. So today for this clip we are going to talk about five basic things in relation to business, right? Basically we are going to discuss about the methods of operation in your business, right? Or the daily measures or the methods of operation in our daily business, right? So the topic is very simple, that is the daily measures or methods of operation in our business, right? And here I decided to identify some of the five main methods or five main uh, daily measures, right, that can be used in order to make your business operate in a better way, right? So the five main ways that I identified are as follows. The method number one, we call it personal development. Method number two, we call it engagement. The method number three, we say find, add messages, right? The method number four, we say is invitation. And lastly, the last method we say is the follow-ups. So basically, I'm going to break it down, the five main methods that are needed in order to make your business operate in a better way, right? So without wasting much time, we move directly to the method number one, that is personal development. Now, when you talk about personal development, basically, here we mean that the moment you decide to invest in any business, you always want to have an increment in terms of gaining skills, right? In terms of getting knowledge on how you can operate in your business, right? And here the best method that we have identified so far is the personal development, right? So again, in terms of personal development, we refer to the progress that we'll always make in each and every time you do your business, right? That is the daily things that you always come across, or the daily things that you always experience whenever you're conducting your business, right? So the best thing that you can always do in terms of personal development, in order for you to have a business that is operating in a better way, first of all, you must always do the following under the personal development, right? And these are reading business books, that is number one, under personal development. So in order to have the skills to run a business, or the knowledge to operate in any business or any networking platform, you have to grab yourself with some knowledge. And basically the knowledge you can get in various categories, right? But in this example, we use the reading of books as a good example of acquiring the skills needed to improve your better networking skills, right? Now, another point in personal development, point number two, we say you can do watching the business videos, right? Watching of business videos simply applies when you want to get the skills on how to conduct your presentation, right? On how you can do a presentation to multiple of people, right? So basically, when you watch these presentations through the videos, you can always learn more about the skills, and this will also help you to operate your business in a better way, right? So another point under personal development, we say taking your uplines, talking to your uplines or your leaders, right? So that is another method number three needed under personal development. So the moment you join a business, there's always that sponsor. That is someone who made you to join the business. He will be your upline, right? So the frequent communication between you and your upline or your sponsor will always make you to have your business operate in the better way. Why am I saying this? This is because most of your uplines have the skills, they have the experience, they have the exposure, they have the knowledge, right, in terms of how the business can be run. So when you do that, when you communicate with them frequently, when you make a call to them, basically you'll be improving your operation of the business, right? So that is also under personal development. So the moment you communicate with your uplines, you develop the skills, and they motivate you, right? They encourage you on how you can always approach your prospect, on how you can always approach your leads or your let's say your clients, right? So that is under personal development. The moment you communicate with them, you get to develop new skills, you get to learn more about how you can operate your business. Now, and under personal development, the last thing you can do, you say you can make progress in terms of acquiring business skills, right? Now, here in terms of acquiring business skills, you can say that about money making in business. Uh, let's say, for example, the compensation plan of a company, right? Without you knowing how the compensation plan works or how the compensation plan operates, trust me, you won't have the skills to better your business in terms of operation, right? So you have to make a, let's say, a progress in terms of acquiring these business skills, and this you can also do to improve on your personal development. So add something on top of what you already have from let's say from your uplines, right? So mm, making progress in terms of acquiring business skills is also part of your personal development, because when you do this, you'll get the exposure, you'll get the idea, and you'll basically learn on how you can approach your prospects, right? So the last point on personal development is saying you can also use the personal development aspect to connect with your prospect, or to create a good relationship between you and your prospect, right? So the moment you talk to your prospect frequently, the moment you talk to your downlines frequently, you also have the personal experience with them, right? You get to share with them more about the business. You get to ask them how their business continues, how their business moves, right? So when you do that, when you connect with your prospect or your downlines, uh, you will show a sign of humility and readiness to create a good team with your downlines, right? So basically, under personal development, we will check on those 4 points that I had just mentioned. Now, that was method number 1 on personal development. Let's move to method number 2, which is engagement, right? So under engagement, as a method of operation in your business, here we mean that how do you engage with your prospect? How are you related with those that work with you in a team, right? Let's say, how do you connect with your prospect, with your clients? How do you connect with them? How do you even approach them, right? So that is the engagement that we are referring to right now. Another thing under engagement is say, when you have a good engagement, we say you build engagement that you will always involve around the social media. Now, talking of social media approach in terms of the engagement, basically here we mean that what are these websites, which are these social media accounts that you can always use to engage yourself with your clients, to engage yourself with your prospects, right? So basically, I'm going to give you around, let's say, 3 examples of these social media platforms that you can always use for you to connect with your clients. For example, let's say we have the WhatsApp. You can use the WhatsApp to find prospect, right? You can use WhatsApp to get your leads. You can use WhatsApp to get your clients. Another social media account we say is Facebook. We have lots of friends in Facebook, so you can always use that social media account to get your clients, right? Another one is a social media account we call the LinkedIn. That is also an account that you can always use to get more prospect, to get more clients. When you are in Instagram, let's say, you can also use the Instagram account to get more clients in order to boost your business, right? So basically, the engagement, other engagement, you can always use those social media accounts to approach your clients, right? You can use those social media account to connect with more and more new people around you that you can share a business idea with, right? So under the engagement, we can also say that when you engage in people's platforms, you will create a better relationship between you and your prospect, right? And this is true. Let's say, for example, you have a friend in Facebook, and so far you have been following whatever they're doing. So the moment you decide to share with them about your business idea, I'm sure they won't hesitate to hear from you, and that is how you'll always create this good relationship between you and your prospects, right? So we say under engagement, that is also part of building your method of operation in business, right? So basically, we have talked about two methods, that is personal development and engagement. Let's look at the method number 3, which is find add messages, right? So under find add messages, we call it the farm in quote, right? Find add messages. Here we say this basically applies in social media platforms, right? Like for example, in Facebook, we always have the friend request. So these add messages you can send to someone a friend request. When they accept, you can always share about your business idea, right? So that applies in Facebook. In Instagram, we always say follow, right? So if you're in Instagram, you can always follow your friends, and when you follow them, you'll always share about your business idea with them, right? And when you're in LinkedIn, we always say connect. When you're in LinkedIn website account, you can always connect with your clients. You can always connect with your prospect. You can always connect with your leads, right? Then we will say that under the find add messages, you can also say that you can find people, you can add them in your chats, and lastly, you can message them. You can always inbox them about your business idea, right? So that is under find add chats, right? Or find ads messages. So you can use the social media accounts like the Facebook account, the Instagram account, the LinkedIn, right? Whichever account that you're in, that will always connect you with different people. You can use that as a source of improving the operation of your business, right? Now let's look at the next method, and that is invitation. Under invitation, the second last method we say is invitation. You can always say that you can do this by asking questions to your prospect, right? So under invitation, uh, you can always invite your clients, and you have to ask them lots of questions about their idea in your business opportunity, right? We can also see that under invitation, we can use different methods to invite our clients to attend. Let's say, for example, nowadays you can use the Zoom app meetings, right? You can use the Zoom app to always conduct these business meetings, right? You can also use this invitation through the training programs, which we say the groups meeting can also help boost your business to another level. So the moment you do a physical presentation, or let's say you conduct these meetings through the Zoom app, uh, you you will get to invite more and more new people who will later be interested in doing business with you, right? So you can always use the invitation method as a way of improving a better operation for your business. And you can also say under invitation, you can say that you can send and as many invitations as possible in order for you to have a good attendance, which will always attract good performance of your business the moment those clients join your business, right? So we have talked about 4 methods so far. Now let's look at the last method in your daily operation in order to improve your business opportunity, right? The last one we say is follow up. Under follow ups, we say uh, after inviting a client, right? After inviting them and they have attended the meetings, let's say it's the Zoom meeting or the physical meeting conducted in the offices, what we'll do now is after them approaching you, right, and you have their business details, after doing this presentation and they have decided uh, to to invest in it, though they have just promised, but they have not basically uh, registered for the business. What you can always do is the follow up, right? Make sure that you use the you use the follow up tools in order to get uh, a good relationship, or in order to create a good relationship between you and your prospect, between you and your clients. And how can you do this to improve on your follow-ups? What you can do, you can just take you can just take a big, or let's say a pen with you, and you make sure that anytime you are going to do a presentation to any of your of your new clients, any of your new prospects, you make sure that you have yourself the let's say you have yourself the follow-up book, right? As a businessman or as a businesswoman, you must have the follow-up book. Let's say, for example, you can have a book like this, maybe a diary book, right? You can have a diary book where in this book, after identifying your prospects or after identifying your clients, you can always go there uh, in any page of yours. Then here you can divide the pages into two, right? Now you will always write the names of the prospect that you have met so far. You can always write the names of those prospects or clients that are interested in your business, right? So you will write their names, maybe let's say on the right, and you write their contacts on the left, right? So the moment you have their names and their contact, probably you'll always do a follow-up. You will always call them, you will always text them, right? You will always check on them and also share more about the business idea, right? So when you do this, uh, maybe let's say you can be having around 100 people. So you make sure that in a day you follow at least 90 of them, right? Because not all of them, the moment you do the follow-up, will automatically join your business. What you will have to do, even if there are 100, make sure within that day you follow at least 90 of them, right? And check on them, share the business idea. Now, under follow-ups, you can also say that uh, uh, after writing the names, their names in that your book, right? We call it the name list, right? We call it the name list. Now, after writing their names in that book, right, you can always make follow-up. Now, with the name list, you will always be able to identify those active members and the inactive members, right? And what will you do the moment you have identified the active and inactive members? Automatically, you'll always follow those members that are active, right? Those members that are responding positively according to your presentation, right? So what you do after writing the name list, you make sure you separate the active members from the inactive members, right? So that you can always go with only the active members, and maybe push the inactive members also to join the active members category or list, right? So when you do that, you improve on your follow-up, right? And talking of follow-up, you can always conduct it daily. You make sure after doing a presentation, you can make sure daily you check on your clients, daily you check on your prospect. Trust me, when you make these follow-ups, even the clients themselves, they will see that this opportunity is really much interesting and will be of much help to them as the clients, right? Now, let's say when you do follow-up, we will talk about lots of things, not only the business. You can also talk about, you can also share about their day-to-day experience at their places of work, right? So when you do this, you'll create more interest. At least the clients will not be bored with you, like automatically they see your charts or they see your calls, they will always think about the business part of it. Now, when you're doing the follow-up, you can always share about lots of things, be it academic issues, be it political issues, be it family issues, or maybe lots of things you can always share with your clients, right? Not necessarily about business all the time, right? When you do this more and more, you will always create this a positive relationship between you and your clients, right? And this will always make your business opportunity to be much interesting, right? So trust me, when you do these 5 methods, basically you will have taken your business idea to another level, right? So just to summarize on what we have talked today, we have talked about 5 basic methods on how you can create your business opportunity to operate in a better way, right? We say these are the daily measures. These are the methods of operation in your business, right? And when you do these 5 methods, you will have taken your business level or your business opportunity to another step, right? Previously to where you were before. And we said these are 5 basic methods of operation in your business are as follows. The number 1 we said was the personal development. Number 2 we say is engagement. Number 3 we said was find add messages. Number 4 is invitation, and number 5 is follow up, right? When you do this 5 basics method, you'll have improved on your business idea, right? So I just want to urge all our networkers out there to always practice these 5 major methods of operation for their better improvement of their business, right? So thanks for your time, guys. I know the clip has been long, but it's okay. We have learned about some of the basic things needed uh, in networking, right? So just as a reminder, uh, click to, subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? Then click that button down there so that you can always get all the notification at the moment I post any new business idea or any new post, right? So click that button down there and always like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for your time, guys. Signing out is Silas, and let's see each other next time, right?